What up, everybody? Just wanted to hit everybody up, say what's happening. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I just figured I would take a little bit more time because I have been missing a lot of time on social media and everything. So I just really want to reach out. I think it's really important to do that these days. You know what I'm saying? So here I am, and it's good to be back. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for all the love that all the real heads that I'm connecting with out there are sending. I really appreciate you. I do see you, and I just wanted to rap with y'all for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Just freestyle. One of the things is about the balance of today. You know what I'm saying? Like looking at everything as the world is changing, the crazy weather, the freak. Oh, shouts out and big love to the people that have been victims of the freak weather. The tornadoes that ripped through Kansas, and the Midwest, all the flooding in different areas of the freak storms. Big shouts, big love to your families. I hope that everyone's being safe amidst this new variant of COVID. Some people say it's super weapon, whichever you want to call it. It's here, and things are getting crazier. I know. Let's talk about the stuff that's going on in Australia. They got the camps open. Man, just seeing the world change right before our eyes, I just figured it's a good time to recognize balance and being level minded. Um, Mental health is a big thing in these up and coming times, and balances too. And the way that the ancients would describe that to us would be the pendulum swinging to the left as far as it swinging to the right. So equal action for reaction. And in the middle would be the most effective state. Like if you were swinging a bat, the bat isn't as strongest on the swing at the beginning or at the very, very end of it, but right in the middle where all the force is transferred. So similar ways, you're the firmest and strongest when you're centered. Same thing with, like, if anybody's ever studied any fighting styles or anything. I did when I was younger. I did a lot of martial arts stuff, and it still sticks with me to my heart to my dying days. And in there you learn 50-50 stance, front stance, back stance, horse stance, all that stuff. But you learn where your center of gravity and balance is, and it's very much always going to be in the most concentrated point that you could get it in. You know what I mean? So it won't be far off to an extreme or the other, but rather to stay balanced. So rather not to feed into fear, in other words, emotionally or intellectually, right? Not to feed into fear or to feed into angst and emotions, but rather, or be so mentally into the thought, that you don't consider the effect mentally that'll have on others. So I guess it's to remain human, know that this is your home, don't be scared of your home, but also use precaution and respect, the actions and the atmosphere around you. You know what I mean? So that way we all stay safe and balanced and keep treating each other like human beings, and not like a topic that comes from a media source, you know what I mean? But as like a human instead, so we can keep on growing stronger together and making this life worth living and making the planet a place worth being in, and not letting others dictate fates that could possibly take away that whole experience and connection. You know what I mean? So right now I'm using the technology in a way that's positive and productive, being a human being to connect with other like-minded human beings that are strong. And let's be level, man. Let's be smart about everything we do. Let's invest in ourselves. Let's invest in each other. Whether it's time, emotion, time, money for or making a better foundation for others, so on and so forth. So that way we can all just have the greatest experience possible. I personally believe that everyone should own their own life. I feel that ownership comes along with being an American, and that's my opinion. So don't get too upset with me. But I feel like that's our right here, and not to be dictated towards or to or projected upon, instead of having a direction projected upon us, but to find our own path and to make our own niche and have that niche be productive and be able to help others. So you know, with that being said, I think that, you know, being balanced and having the strength to be positive and to keep, you know, a heart light as a feather, so to speak, is in our best interest. So that way we can see the path ahead of us clearly, so we can make the better decisions, whether we're anything we do. You know what I'm saying? Having conversations, friendships, relationships, business, music, artistic expression, any sort. You know what I mean? So that way it can be the individual's vision, but works together with humanity as a whole versus just one agenda over the many, you know, that didn't even know that they could have any sort of agenda even for themselves. And I think that's a shame. So just wanted to vibe with you real quick on that, and being balanced and not feeding into negative stress or emotion or angst or the projections that you might feel out there, you know, and to remember that there's solace, you know, your solace is a stronghold and a place to be protected. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, we got to go back to the cave. Got to go back to the cave. You know, you can chill out in the matrix for a while, chill with the people. It's cool. But then it becomes a spectacle and we get entranced by the spectacle. And then we have to go back to the cave to remember what we were doing in the first place, because that's the whole point. We came here to do what we were made to do, not to become a slave to trends, fashions, or to be in debt, or to be beaten down in any way, or to hate on each other too. You know, when you see someone out there trying to do what I'm doing right now, support them. Don't hate, don't just gloss over and not like the page, not subscribe to the page, not follow the person, because that's the person that cares about you and actually deserves and needs your support to keep doing bigger and better things. So I hope that, you know, brings some light to your day. I believe that we are all here for a purpose, and that we're great light beings. And yeah, and the human experience is a great one, and the hue is within the spectrum. I hope you peep game. And you know, holla at your boy, King A.D.S, Aiyea the Shadow. Get at me, King A.D.S Music here and on YouTube. Also, King A.D.S joints on SoundCloud. Aiyea the Shadow on Reverb Nation. Just got a lot to share with you, whether it's on an intellectual level, because I want to show that I'm a brother with substance as well and has his own direction, and also love to entertain you with that good music. And if you need help with any other practical things, if you're in the Inland Empire area, give best junk removal in the Inland Empire a call. Don't wait. We'll help you with all those things that frustrate you, and so you can focus on what matters in your life. All right, everybody, have a beautiful day, and I'm out.